Hello everyone, and welcome to Banner Master. This time, since it is December, we'll be designing a Christmas banner. The working title for this one is An Aster Tale, and it's loosely based on Charles Dickens' classic novel, A Christmas Carol. This not only serves the Christmas motif, but carries over Anna's current storyline in the paralogs regarding her seeming fall into insanity from the Order of Heroes' money problems. For a reminder of how this series works, I'll introduce the characters on the banner one by one, showing their proposed unit screen and discussing their skills. The derivation of stats won't be explored, and are honestly the least thought out part of these builds. With all that out of the way, let's begin. Our first hero is Sigurd, Bygone Spirit. Based on Dickens' Ghost of Christmas Past, Sigurd was specifically chosen because he signifies the past during Genealogy of the Holy War. Because his base concept is the past, I chose to focus on one specific relic of the past, memory. His foggy lance was named for the figurative fog that covers many old memories. And, much like actual literal fog, it slows down his opponents. Effectively, his 14 might lance has a gravity effect, making it so the unit he attacked can't travel more than one space at a time during their next turn. The special skill is Rising Light. Light is commonly associated with Sigurd and his lineage, so he should have a light-based special skill. He's given Fire Boost 3 as an A-slot skill. There's two reasons for this. The first of these is going back to A Christmas Carol, where the Ghost of Christmas Past was similar to a candle. And there's also a second reason that's specifically related to Genealogy of the Holy War, but I'm not going to spoil it because it is very spoilery. That said, if you played the game, you definitely know what I'm talking about. And no, I'm not going to apologize. His C passive is an entirely new skill, Vengeance Ploy. So long as his resistance is greater than that of his foes, at the end of combat, he reflects any and all debuffs on him onto said opponent. This is another example of playing with the past, specifically with the idea of what you've done in the past coming back to haunt you. Because in the recent past, the enemy team gave Sigurd debuffs, they now have to suffer the consequences. The next unit, standing in for the Ghost of Christmas Present, is Katarina, Present Spirit. Katarina represents the present because of her focus on the present, helping others despite the dangers of her past and the uncertainty of her future. Most of her skills are focused on what's happening at the current time, admittedly like most fake characters. So, to give a little bit more focus on her, I decided to have her be a helper, or to use the words of the holiday season, a giver. Her weapon, the 14 Might Joybringer, is a built-in Breath of Life 3, meaning that when she attacks an opponent, adjacent allies heal 7 health. Growing Thunder was given to her as a reference to Katarina's Bolt, the lightning-based tome named after her in Fire Emblem Awakening. Her A skill is Attack Speed Bond 3. This comes from her original game, where you get magic and speed-boosting items for completing her support lines with other characters. It also serves as another reason to keep Katarina near allied units. Finally, her C passive is Close Guard 3. This allows her to help protect other units, as a form of giving to them. Our final summonable unit, and representing the Ghost of Christmases yet to come, is Lucina, Approaching Spirit. Lucina was chosen because she's a representative of a dark future gone wrong. But she doesn't represent just any future. She specifically is meant to be reminiscent of the Lucina in the Future Past DLC of Fire Emblem Awakening. There's a scene in that pack where Lucina grabs a staff in order to heal Kiki, showing that this version was trained in stave usage, and giving me an idea for a version of Lucina we still don't have somehow. Her 12 Might weapon, the Icicle, represents the coldness of the future, should the current course continue to be taken. Should she end up attacking another unit, that opponent would be unable to be buffed by their teammates for the next action. Mend was chosen as her assist skill, randomly mostly. I wanted to give her a not great healing skill, since her special is exceptionally good in my eyes. That special being Miracle Cure. It's meant as a companion of sorts to the special skill Miracle, which allows units with more than 1 HP to survive a killing blow with only 1 health. Miracle Cure is the ultimate answer to that skill. Should she end up using her special on an allied unit with 1 health, they would automatically be healed up to full. She's able to save people from the brink of death. Even in her dark future, Lucina continues to attempt to fight for the light. Her B passive is a new skill, Res Preference. This is a possible counter to the growing number of adaptive damage skills going around lately. Should she be targeted by an attack that deals adaptive damage, it would always be dealt to her much higher resistance. And there you have it, our 3 spirits of Christmas. But A Christmas Carol isn't about the spirits, it's about Scrooge. And that's where we get our final character, Anna, Warning Spirit. Here, Anna is meant to be a mix of Ebenezer Scrooge, which is the role she's taking on in the main story, and Jacob Marley. Because of that, a lot of her skills are based around not time, but money. She'd be collectible as a free unit from a Tempest trial, which I'm calling Spirits of Warning. Her 12-might weapon is a green dagger called the Coin Purse. In-universe, she's effectively weaponizing money with this skill. Nothing too big, just petty change. Scrooge and Marley were both moneylenders, pretty much loan sharks, except without as much legal regulation as we usually see these days. Because of that, she takes some of what she gives. Using this weapon, she can heal 25% of the damage she deals to other units. Taxing Blow is meant to kick the opponent while they're down, or, like Scrooge, make the poor poorer. When used in combat, this special skill will reduce Anna's opponent's lowest ability score by 5 points. It's sort of an anti-chill skill. Both of her passives are already in the game. The first, Fortress Defense 3, is because she's very protective of both herself and her money. The second, Live for Bounty, is because that's what most Annas do. They live in order to get more money. And that's it for my first banner. Tell me what you think in the comments, as well as what you want to see next time. Until then, pleasant battles and happy summoning.